Bones will rattle, stairs will creak. Your outcome's looking pretty bleak. Thunder booms and lightning crashes, leaving boots filled with ashes. As we lay you down to rest, we read the pages of the Dead Man's Digest.
Welcome to the Dead Man's Digest, Season 2, Episode 3. I'm Nina, and with me today, of course, is Darren.
What's up, Internet?
Travis is at the Universal Pass Holder event, so he's not going to be here with us tonight. I'm going to miss him. Especially that now that everything has been officially revealed, and we have, drumroll, I'm sure everyone already knows, we have 9 houses, 5 scare zones, and 2 shows again this year. There will be a few announcements since the last time we recorded, so let's just get right into them.
All right. Well, we'll start off with the first thing that was announced since then was the scare zones. So the first scare zone that they have on the list here is Festival of the Deadliest, and this is a shell of a dead icon is what it is. Oh my gosh. Yes, an ancient tradition from the depths of where nightmares are born. A gathering of the most unearthly, hellish terrors has emerged from the darkest corners of despair. It calls to those who long for the thrill of the scare and wish to have their fears made real. You'll be drawn like moths to a flame, and once you join this hallowed celebration, your nightmares will never end. You'll find the heart of the festival on the streets of Hollywood in Universal Studios, Florida, but its claws have spread throughout horror nights. Here's what awaits you every night. Yeah, let's go back to this. What does that actually say? I'm reading it. I read through the whole thing, and it doesn't tell you a single thing.
That's why when you got home today, that is the first thing I asked you. I'm like, look, I can't do this show without knowing. What is this scare zone supposed to be?
Yeah, so I know from like concept art that they released and stuff that they like have like bone armor kind of stuff, and it kind of harkens to like a Mad Max, but like instead of machine parts, like bones.
Oh, okay.
So consider that kind of thing. That's what it seemed like to me. But it also seems like marketing picked it got to come up with the scare zone. Like creative was not a part of this. It seems like,
and it doesn't fit in with the buildings.
No.
To me.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be in Hollywood.
Yeah, Hollywood. We got bones and murder in Hollywood.
Yeah, Terminator 2 3D behind this like bone palace. I don't know. Yeah.
But they can get it really dark, and like last year they put those projections, and it actually does a really good job. They can, with some good lighting, they can really kind of mask it up a little bit.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, overall, I think this is probably the weakest of the scare zones that they announced.
Don't you be slipping your list yet. We're not ready for our top
scare
list.
Zones.
Yeah, you didn't make a list for your scare zone? Okay, so the next one announced was Trick or Treat. And first up, it's time to make sure everyone understands the rules of our haunted holiday. Get a proper Halloween education in our Central Park scare zone inspired by the film Trick or Treat. We're excited to have Sam visit and make sure we follow the rules of Halloween. As a longtime fan of classic horror anthology films, Trick or Treat is a favorite of mine that pays perfect homage to that genre. In this zone, you'll have the opportunity to come face to face with several characters from the film and learn for yourself what happens when you don't follow the rules.
The only one I remember is you don't...
End quote.
The only thing I remember is you don't cut out the pumpkin until midnight. So I'm probably going to break some.
I think this was my guess earlier. This is going to be where the school bus goes. The school bus that they kind of purge, and it was takes turns in different scare. It was in Vamp last year. I think this would play perfect. If they can have half of it coming out of the lagoon, that would be even better.
Yeah, I don't think
too soon. I'm sorry.
Yeah, plus there's just no like embankment area. That would be cool though.
Make it happen.
This one should be good. I wish it got a house. But, in that area of the park, it's a perfect spot for it. The jack-o'-lanterns look awesome already. All these sets that are already up there. They have the doors from the houses going down the street and that kind of thing. So, yeah, I'm definitely excited for this one, for sure. I think this is going to be a good one.
Yeah, usually the scare zone in that area doesn't usually end up being my favorite. But this is actually the one I'm sort of really excited to see. Even with it being in such a tight, confined, shorter, area for a scare zone, I'm really looking forward to see, the movie kind of come to life. Yeah, excited. Definitely. Oh my gosh, the next one.
The next one is one that we've had before.
And I don't even care.
And going back to the same spot that it was in before, And that's The Purge.
Yay!
Next up, we have a returning story to our New York streets with The Purge. This time, our approach was to create a zone that showed how we think the events of a purge might play out in our streets.
Okay.
While there are some favorites returning, such as our auction and a very polite gentleman, we also have some new surprises in store. For example, how do you clean up all the mayhem on the streets during a purge night? Visit the cleanup crew with their trusty wood chipper to find out.
Oh my gosh.
Just don't get too close.
Oh god, that's gonna be gross.
Yeah. This is cool again. I hope they do those little shows that they did. And, like they said, they have the auction going again, so I hope they also do the thing where the van drives up. Maybe a different thing than what they did before, but they had the van come up and kidnap somebody from the
Yeah,
the
a
crowd.
different kind of like person selection scene where they, for the purge. I'm so happy, even though, we are usually the ones to not be happy for things to kind of return so soon, like Walking Dead, but Purge I'm excited. It was a great scare zone. I always had an amazing time, and every time you were in that scare zone, it was a new experience. It's like, you never know what you're going to kind of expect in different areas on different nights, and it's going to be interesting. I mean, we're going to talk about it later, but we've never, had something kind of show itself twice. You know what I'm hinting at, Purge?
Yes, I do.
Okay, continue.
Okay. The next one is Altars of Horror. You want to do that one?
Sure. Near the gate on the Avenue Stars, we have our Altars of Horror. For me, this zone is very exciting because we're bringing something to the streets for our horror fans that we have never done before. In this zone, we're taking some of the larger-than-life characters featured in this year's houses and letting them have their own scare zone. A lot of work goes into bringing these iconic film characters to life in our houses. Now you'll have the opportunity to get an even better look at them.
Okay. So here's the selfie zone.
Selfie zone!
Yeah, this pretty much exists so that people can take pictures with the famous people from the houses, I think, and get a little look closer up instead of just being rushed by them like you do in the houses.
Yeah, and they're always so, nice about taking pictures. They'll pose, I like it.
Yeah. So this kind of gives them a space to do that separately and to feature, some of the bigger ones from the show. And there's actually some questions from people later about that, so we will save that for the questions section.
Okay.
And I will talk about one that, Nina is just so excited for. Let me tell you, this is going to be her favorite scare zone. We're going to see her there more than any other scare zone, I'm pretty sure. And it's called Invasion. Set in a time decades ago, our docks in San Francisco find themselves the victim of an invasion. Visitors from far beyond have crashed their vessel and now are wreaking havoc on the streets of San Francisco. They aren't just here to destroy, though. These invaders are also on a mission to learn everything they can about Nina. Specifically. Careful, or you may find yourself on the experiment table at the mercy of an alien scientist. Aliens happen to be Nina's probably her favorite thing, I'd say.
The movie Signs just kind of ruined it for me. That M. Night Shyamalan, he just destroyed that movie, Aliens, for me.
Yeah, so Aliens.
No, that section, I'm actually excited about this scare zone because it's a cool, we haven't done Aliens in a while. Can you remember the last time there was an alien?
No.
Shoot.
Actual aliens, like an Alien vs. Predator.
Well, I knew, but you mean like the
Green
big
Creek
heads,
aliens.
big eyes, 3 fingers.
No, I don't remember them ever doing that as far as the times I've been there. So
Yeah, and I really like that for that section, like last year they put that giant ship, so there's a big kind of prop centerpiece.
Mm-hmm.
It was sort of in the way of the walking path, and it really got congested. This year, you've seen the pictures online, I'm sure everyone has, is the big giant, spaceship, UFO. And they kind of have it to the side, and it's not, we haven't seen it in person, but it didn't look as big as a ship, right?
Yeah, it still looked pretty big. It's a cool set piece for sure.
It looks pretty cool.
They put a car up, like, next to it, like, crashed into it, like a Men in Black style car.
Oh, cool.
And it is bigger than the car, so it's pretty big.
Hopefully it's just not in that walking path, because last year was
No,
so
it's off to the side.
Okay,
They've got
good.
that cut out there.
Yeah.
And plus, you don't have an entrance or an exit there anymore. So.
Yep.
So that's it for the scare zones, but they also are going to have some roaming hordes for us again.
Yay.
From what I've heard, they're going to fill in the Men in Black area, the Simpsons area, that kind of thing.
Yeah, like they usually do. And it's not Horror Nights without roaming hordes, I'm sorry.
Yes, and this one, if you want to go ahead and read that one.
Okay. Lastly, no Halloween Horror Nights would would be complete without roaming hordes. That's what I just said. Cool. This time, it's the smell of the grease paint, the roar of the chainsaw. Unhappy with how popular culture has made clowns scary, this grotesque gang of gigglers has risen from the grave, determined to show the world that if you want scary clowns, they're going to make sure you get your worst nightmare.
So these are zombie clowns that are angry about people making clowns scary.
How's that working for you?
Yeah.
I like that line. Grotesque gang of gigglers. That should be what the roaming horde's nickname is.
Alliteration.
The triple
win.
G.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, we've obviously seen clowns with chainsaws and everything there before. It'll be interesting to see if they give them like a more like zombie kind of appearance, though.
And it's clown season with the new movie It coming out. It's like we're in clown craze.
Yeah. So I hope they change it up a little bit from what it was before.
Mm-hmm.
But still very interested in it, and you'll probably also, I guess, see them. Unless they have more hordes, which it sounds like it's just going to be this one horde as clowns. I guess you'll see them around like Transformers area too, and that kind of thing. Any place where you would have seen the chainsaw gangs before.
Mm-hmm.
So. There was another show announcement too. Well, since the last time we recorded, I can't believe it's been that long.
I know, right?
So excited about this one. Of course, it's Academy of Villains Afterlife. They are back. They were like the smash hit last year when they came on. It was a surprise to everybody. I don't think anybody was extremely excited about Dance Crews coming to Horror Nights, except for Nina and me, maybe.
Yeah.
A little.
Fans of So You Could Think You Could Dance.
Yeah, a little bit. So. I think that really turned out like people they blew people away, and the effects that they do with the like shadow screen and the stuntman crazy person that they have with them and their crew, like fire breathing and skateboard tricks.
It was
out
a
of nowhere,
spectacle. It
sign
wasn't
spinning.
even a boring dance. It was just a huge event. It just encompassed Horror Nights. It was creepy, had a story. Everyone's talented. I loved it. It was a huge surprise.
Yeah.
I know. And I've been asking for the Jabberwockies forever. I'm probably the only one. And I was like, why don't we get a Jabberwocky? And we got something better.
Yeah, I think we get something way better. Because
Yeah.
as far as I know from the Jabberwockies, they're cool. They dance really well, but there's not really much of a story going on there or anything.
And they're really active on Twitter and Instagram. So if you head on there, you can kind of get some sneak peekies.
Oh, yeah. They've already posted pictures of their paint and
Makeup,
everything that they're wearing.
And like our dancers, because if you go online, remember a couple weeks ago, we're on YouTube checking out like their other kind of crews. Academy of Villains is such a large, really talented dance group, so we were watching the other dancers, and every time we would spot someone we remember from Horror Nights, we'd like, that's him. Yeah,
haven't taken as many pictures as we did, and just watching the show as much as we did.
I know.
We like know those people now. It's like, hey, what's up? So, just I don't think we need to read all the description on that one.
Self-explanatory.
Exactly.
Super awesome.
Yeah, and basically it's them taking you from death to the afterlife.
That's cool.
That's supposed to be the whole process.
And it's in the same place, right? Obviously.
Yeah, it's going to be in that same spot right there.
I loved it. That was a good place.
Yeah, great place for it. The next thing we're going to talk about is we had one more IP house announcement. IP, by the way, in case you're not up with the Horror Nights lingo, that's intellectual property. That's
Thank you.
Something that already exists, like a movie or a TV show.
I got to tell you, I just knew IP for IP, and I knew what it meant. I just didn't know what it meant, like stood for.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Well, this one is The Horrors of Blumhouse. This house is going to feature Sinister, Insidious, and The Purge.
See,
in
it's
one house.
another house with a mix. Just like American Horror Story, it's going to make this event feel like it has 1,000 houses. I'm excited.
Yeah, and this is going in the spot behind Men in Black in the Sprung Tent number 3 is what it's called. This is where Chance's Playground 3D was, so hopefully that didn't curse the area and make that houses there forever.
I hope there's enough line.
Yeah.
Queue for this house.
I
mean, there will be, but it's just... It seems like this is going to be one of the more popular houses for some reason, yeah.
Well, yeah, I think it will with Insidious in there. And it's also interesting, like you said, The Purge. And what makes it really interesting is they're on opposite sides of the park. Well, not really opposite, but like...
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like
pretty far away from each other.
Like, you got to go through London to get there.
Yeah. So, like I said, it's Sinister, Insidious, and The Purge. Now, in Hollywood, the storyline is you're out on the streets during The Purge, and you come up to a movie theater, and the movie theater is having a double feature of, I think over there they have Happy Death Day and Sinister.
Yeah.
Or no, Happy Death Day and Insidious? I don't know.
One of them. I get them confused anyway. So.
Yeah, so they are... So then you go into the theater, and then, those characters have, taken over the theaters of their respective sides. So that's how you get the experience of integrating all three of them into a story.
That's an effective and a smart way to approach mixing, because you have, the Insidious, Sinister, and very, very supernatural, just not of this world. And Purge is, can happen at any point. It's really scary. So it's real, it's interesting. That's a very, Hollywood's doing a cool way to kind of mix, real life with supernatural and make it still feel like it's, it could be possible. Yeah, this is a cool idea over there. I just want to see what we're gonna have.
Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea how ours is going to play out. If it's going to be the same thing, if it's going to be similar. I think that kind of scene would be hard to do in a tent.
Yeah.
Having an outdoor scene that, with the outside of a movie theater. But I don't know. They can do some pretty amazing things.
Anything is possible.
Yeah. It's either going to be that, or it's going to be like American Horror Story, where you just have transition rooms going from place to place.
Or you just have a bunch of purging, creepy witches and monsters, and they're just purging each other.
Yes, and Nina's also probably happy to get to see the red-faced demon again.
Oh, with the long stinky fingers.
Yeah, you had a great time with him.
No.
And I'm excited to see Bughuul there. He's a pretty cool dude.
Mr. Boogie?
Yeah. I've heard we got to bring him shampoo. He looks pretty greasy. So basically another cool thing about it too is they have a couple of scenes from Insidious Chapter 4 in the house, which doesn't come out till next year.
Jesus.
So we kind of get a little bit of a preview of a movie that's to come.
I don't want to forget by 2018.
Yeah, which they've done before in houses, so
yeah.
It's kind of cool to see it again. I think the last time was that Dracula Untold thing. Yeah. Anyway, from what I heard, I think the rumor was that Purge gets 2 scenes, 2 rooms in this house. Insidious gets 2 rooms, Sinister gets 2 rooms, and then Insidious gets 4, totaling an 8-room house. Cool. That was just from the forum, so we'll see if that plays out as well.
My brain's just going.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of ideas.
So that seals down the IP houses for the year, and then they also went ahead today. Yep. We're actually recording it the day it happened. How about that? They told us the original houses.
Yay! Our favorites, usually.
Yes. These 4 original houses are really cool. They first came out in a USA Today article this morning.
Mm-hmm. That kind of gave it away. You're like, okay, be ready to record tonight. Yeah. They're going to be coming out with something, I can tell you.
Yeah, they're not going to let it go too long after that. And they didn't really coordinate it well, too, because the USA Today article came out and Horror Nights didn't say anything until 11 o'clock Eastern time after that. So, they held us in suspense for a while. But the USA Today article is really cool. It goes into some pretty extreme details. I pulled a couple from here, but if you want to check out the article, it's got some really good pictures of the houses as well. But you want to go ahead and tell us about Scarecrow, the Reaping?
Yep, I'm really excited about this one. So, since the Great Dust Bowl, an abandoned farmhouse stands in Nebraska. The bountiful fields, ravaged by the farmers' plows, has spurred anger in the land. Scarecrow guardians have risen from the blood-soaked soil to seek revenge. The harvest that will be reaped this season is you. Ooh, scary.
Yeah, and this is one of those ones from the USA Today article. Interesting little fact there that they casted these really skinny, amazing-looking actors over 6 feet tall to play the scarecrows in the house. So they really wanted to make them look like that by, casting people that had that look. So be prepared to be creeped out by those guys. And then basically they just said it's like an abandoned, drought-ravaged farm haunted by ornery scarecrows. So you'll be going through a little bit of the outside of the farm and the farmhouse, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
All the while, scarecrows attacking you. And it's during the Dust Bowl, so you're going to see that really dusty Texas Chainsaw Massacre kind of, feeling and atmosphere in there, I think.
Yeah.
think you'll actually probably, if you pay close attention and keep your eyes peeled, you'll probably see quite a few elements from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre house in this one.
They put so much love and prep into that house that they have to use these props already. Like, don't put them into your house, your storage. You have to.
Yeah, so I definitely see some reuse of some things there for that one. I'm really excited for it. This is the one that we've seen like the spy shots of that has corn growing outside. They grew corn.
Corn, yeah.
Which I hope the jerks that go through Horror Nights do not rip apart the first night of the event.
This is a public service announcement. We don't like when you do that.
Yeah, don't rip the corn. Next one we'll talk about is Hive. And
I just think bees.
And what Universal said about it is, we're huge fans of those little-known 1980s horror movies, and we wanted to make you feel as if you're in those movies. The story takes everything that is sexy, beautiful, or cool about vampires and flushes it down the toilet. These Nosferatu are nasty, animalistic, and vicious. It's the type of house that will make you cling to your date all the way to the exit, if you make it that far. You better hope your date's not one of them, too, secretly. And for a long time, secretly.
You're a vampire? You eat way too much garlic. You are not a vampire. Vampires, they may come again.
Yes, keep believing all those things you hear about on TV shows and movies.
You have a reflection.
Again, keep thinking those things.
Well, guess what? You're not in this house.
I'm feeling like, on the video, it had 1983, and it takes place in Cary, Ohio. So this is a Cary place, which is, of course, where a lot of the original houses and elements all come from Cary. That's the location of all the Shady Brook and everything else. So it's nice to see that come back again, and it kind of gives me that feeling like the house at the end of the street that all the kids dare each other to go into, and then you do, and there's usually nothing in there, some old stuff in there. But this time, there's a hive of vampires that are going to kill you.
Why is it a hive of vampires?
Because I think you think of it as like a cave full of bats, like that many.
I think of bees still.
Hive.
I don't know why I don't like that name.
Okay. Well, Hive says to me that there's a crazy amount of them in one spot.
Uh-oh.
So that's typically what a hive's all about. So I think you're going to see a lot of scare actors in this.
That's what I'm going to say. This is going to be a scare actor-driven house.
Yes. That's really all we know about that one. Even though they put out these videos and they told a little bit about them, none of the videos and none of the pictures have any of the scare actors from the houses in them at all.
Yeah, and they're very kind of short and didn't show much.
Yeah, they just showed like really
yeah.
close-up detail shots of it. So I kind of like that a little bit about the originals, that we're not going to know about it till the opening night.
Exactly.
Which is coming very soon, by the way.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the next one they talked about was Dead Waters.
Okay, I'll read this one. We have had houses that later became scare zones in the street of Universal Studios Florida. This is one of the first times in recent memory that a scare zone has influenced the house. For Halloween Horror Nights 24, we had Bayou of Blood scare zone. It was so strong in character and story that we had to revisit its story again. We're excited to have you explore the dead waters of the Voodoo Queen and her hellish realm. Trust me, you'll freak out when you see the half-sunken riverboat and the skeletal remains of her victims close in.
Yes. Yeah, and that scare zone was awesome, even without the Queen saying like that. That was a great scare zone and a great use of that area again, the Central Park area. So, this one is pretty crazy. From the article again, they said that there's going to be 3 different scenes in here. We're going to have the half-sunken steamboat, which is tilted, so you will walk at like a 30-degree angle or something of that nature. So that's going to keep you off balance while you get your scares in. Mm-hmm. The pictures on the article again are really cool. It's actually got the paddle on the boat and everything, and it looks like the one from Disney actually. It also has the swamp and like a voodoo village, like the Queen's voodoo village.
That's cool.
And that one is extremely colorful. It looks like UV lighting, like blacklight lighting, with blacklight reactive paints and things like that. They also have squishy floors in the swamp scene to make you feel like you're watching. What?
Smelly floors. It's gonna be wet and squishy. That's what I'm.
It's not actually gonna be wet.
Obviously.
It's just material they use to make it feel like it is. So you're walking through the swamps.
Yeah. Anytime I think of this house, I automatically think of the fantastic, Bayou-y, voodoo house at Hollow Screen in Busch Gardens.
Deathwater Bayou.
Yeah, every single time I read this, I'm like, oh, Deathwater Bayou.
Deathwater Bayou, Dead Waters. Okay. It's close. From the Bayou of Blood Scare Zone.
But I'm sure it's going to be pretty similar, kind of with, with its theme, just with a universal budget.
Yeah. Next up, and finally, for the last of the original houses, we have The Fallen. And this is one I'm really excited for. It looks awesome. It's the ancient battle between good and evil. The Fallen are flying, jumping, and crawling up from the kingdom of darkness and laying waste to all those who cross their path of destruction. Think about that again. Let me really emphasize what they emphasize there. Flying, jumping, and crawling. These creatures are awesome. And yes, I did say flying. This house is a mix between beauty and decay, high screech and deep roar, and delivers more surprises than I can fit in this paragraph. I'm going to say right off the bat, in this house, look up. Because they're really letting you know that they're going to have their flying rigs set up for this house.
That's going to be so cool.
If you've seen them in other houses, they've used them in like Nightingales. That's the first one that comes to mind of recent note. They don't use them too often there. But they do actually use flying rigs and fly people over you as you go through. Am I
thinking werewolf?
Uh-oh.
I think maybe the first time they did American Werewolf, I remember something jumping over me a few times.
I don't think it was in Werewolf, and it was identical both times. So,
is it where they're jumping? Oh no, they're coming at you like a swing.
No, they're going. They go like over you, like from a set piece on top of you to another set piece, from the left to right.
Oh, okay. No,
that kind of thing.
I'm not thinking that. I'm thinking just smaller. Like when you looked up, it was like a completely enclosed, set, and then it was where they were kind of jumping over and kind of reaching at you.
Gothic.
Maybe Gothic. Yes.
Yeah. So you'll probably see that again. Also, think of jumping. Now, their closest competitor, Hollow Scream, Busch Gardens, does a thing that they do very well, and they do it in a few other houses.
Including the Bayou.
Yes, including the Bayou house, and that's jumping characters where they have them, if they're on a bungee cord, and they jump on a trampoline and jump out towards you, and then, retract back. So they never actually, hit anybody, but they get very close, and then they get, they're snapped back.
I think that's one of the biggest scares I have ever had in any house.
Yes, it
is those jumping people.
It is very effective, and the way that they put that in there, I think that you're going to see that in this house as well.
I just thought at the time we took my mom, and my mom fell to the floor.
Yeah.
Not in, she got hurt. She was so scared she, fell to the ground. Yes. It was hilarious.
Yes, she did. So, yeah, that's all 10 of them, and... I think people are a little...
I'm so excited. It feels real now.
I mean, 10. That's 9 of them. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
There's not a 10th house this year.
I just took. I was like,
Speaking
yes, there's 10.
Let me say really quick. They announced they did their full announcement, and the repository was not announced. But also, the repository was not announced until later on, after the full reveal last year too. So don't count it out necessarily. But it was up on the page for a second, and it went away. But I don't know if it was a holdover from last year or not. So as of right now, we don't know for sure if that's happening or if that's not happening. They're still going to have the Scare Actor Dining, and they are still going to do the Unmasking the Horror tours as well. So
cool.
So that's going on. But without further ado, Nina and I have our...
I haven't seen your list.
9 most anticipated house list, and
I did a Scare Zone 2 and 1 too.
You did one of the Scare Zones as well, so I guess you could read your Scare Zones out.
Okay, I'll start with my Scare Zone. So my most excited...
No, you gotta go from least to most.
Least to most?
Yeah, you can start off with the heavy hitter, you can start with the least and then go up to
I want to start out with a bang! Okay, number 5. Altars of Horror. And that's just simply because I don't know much about it.
Okay.
If I had a relationship with it, if I knew more. Number 4. This is not because I don't like it. It's just they're all so good. Is Purge.
What?
I mean, I love Purge.
You are...
You be quiet.
You weren't thinking when you did this list.
How rude.
Because we already talked about how generic Festival of the Deadliest is, and you're going to say that's higher on your list than The Purge?
That's number 3. What? Don't hate. It's just my list.
You didn't even know what it was before I got home from work today.
Maybe I went on USA Today and I read their article. Number 2, Invasion.
Okay.
For the aliens. And number 1, Trick or Treat. And maybe that's because we just saw the movie. And I'm really excited because it's fresh in my mind and I want to see it come to life. So there's my Scare Zone list.
I can definitely say my number 1 is Invasion for the Scare Zones. I'm most excited for Invasion.
Cool.
And then Purge. And then everything else.
3, 4, 5.
Trick or Treat, and then everything else.
Trick or Treat. Okay, that's good.
So let's start with, I guess we'll just go back and forth here. You're just showing me your list, which is okay.
Okay. Show me yours, I'll show you mine.
No. Starting with your number 9. Go ahead. What you got for number 9 for the houses?
Fallen. I know, that's probably your number 1. I'm just going to take a guess.
That's your least favorite house?
I haven't seen it yet.
Your least anticipated house, I
Yeah,
gotta say?
you know that the list will always change. But yeah, my least anticipated.
My number 9 is Saw.
I knew that.
What is your number 8?
Blumhouse.
Hey, we're matching on one there, Blumhouse.
Okay.
Not that I don't think it's gonna be bad. It's just I don't know what it's gonna be.
Exactly. Like, I want to see the story. How did you pull it off, though?
Yep. Number 7.
American Horror Story.
My number 7 is Scarecrow.
What?
Yes.
Oh man.
Number 6.
Buzz. Hive.
My number 6 is American Horror Story.
Oh, okay. I actually switched those, but I think I'm more excited for Hive. But
okay. Number 5.
Number 5 is Saw for me. I'm a huge, just one of my guilty kind of pleasures. I really like Saw. I really enjoy those movies.
I put The Shining at number 5 because I'm scared that it might be kind of like The Exorcist and not totally like fleshed out. Mm-hmm. And I'm really worried about that because the set design and the visuals of The Shining by Stanley Kubrick is the most important part of the movie. So they have to do it right. So if they don't do it right, I'm not going to be happy with it.
But if they do it right, it might be your number 1.
If they do it right, it might switch. It'll definitely jump. So that's why it's sitting there tentatively at number 5.
Okay, my number 4 happens to be The Shining. So it's not my top 3, but it's not the worst. It's kind of, I'm in the middle for that same reason.
All right, my number 3 is, my number 4 is Dead Waters.
Okay.
So.
My number 3 is Dead Waters.
And my number 3 is The Hive.
Okay. You have Hive of expectations. No. Okay. Number 2. Okay, we'll just move on along. Scarecrow, The Reaping. Something about corn. It's scary.
And the corn. She's into it. Number 2. It's because she never grew up near a cornfield.
That's why I'm from Miami. We got croquetas, baby.
I grew up in Mossville, Illinois. There was just corn. That's all there was.
Oh, my little farm.
We didn't even have friends. We had corn friends. We built our own friends of corn. It was great. My number 2 is Ash vs. Evil Dead.
How dare you? That is not groovy.
Yeah, well, I'm more excited for my number 1. I'm guessing your number 1 is
Ash vs. Evil Dead. Bam, bam, bam.
Yes. And you were right. My number 1 is The Fallen.
I knew it.
So
that's my last. We're opposite.
Yeah, another quick rundown because we're going back and forth there, just so you hear. Mine from 9 to 1 is Saw, Blumhouse, Scarecrow, American Horror Story, The Shining, Dead Waters, Hive, Ash vs. Evil Dead, and then The Fallen.
And for me, The Fallen, Blumhouse, American Horror Story, Hive, Saw, Shining, Dead Waters, Scarecrow, and then Ash vs. Evil Dead.
So
are my favorite.
Those are our lists.
You know what's funny? Both of my favorite Scare Zone and House is just because I just saw it most recently. And I'm kind of like on the bandwagon right now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of it.
And the last thing is Bill and Ted. Nothing to update there. It's their last show.
Yeah, they we talked about that on the last one.
Yeah.
Actually, but I don't want to talk about it anymore. But we're going to, I think. So let's jump on over to Facebook to our Facebook group, which I'm going to let you listen to me bring it up here, and that's the Dead Man's Digest. That's how you search for it, and it's a group on Facebook. It's called Dead Man's Digest -HHN Discussion. So basically, that's where everybody gets together and writes comments, and we share all the news as soon as it comes out, and we speculate and we talk to each other and get excited and hyped for the event. So we definitely want to have you there as well. So again, search it up and come join us.
It's exciting. Like, all my notifications are someone else posted in the Dead Man's Digest. So I'm getting like more and more and more excited every day.
Yeah.
All right, go to the questions.
Certainly. So we put a post on there saying we were going to record here. So we just asked for questions and comments about the houses this year.
What's this first one? I Love Lamp.
Yeah, the first one's from Nina called the singing.
Oh, what an idiot! We're gonna kick her out of the freaking club. Go to the next one.
Okay. The next one is me telling that person that you're on the show. You can just say that if you want to.
You can say lamp if you want to. Okay, next.
And then Chris Zavala laughing at you.
How rude. Okay, next. Simon Isbell. Which one of the guys which one are you guys looking forward to? The music from the Hive is getting me too excited. IP is Saw. I love the movies. My guilty pleasure. Sorry if that scares people.
Yeah, I guess.
And then emoji with the little, like, what is that? 3 fingers up in the air? Or what is that game where you see the circle?
Okay. All right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess we already talked about it on the list there.
Mm-hmm.
My most anticipated house, original house is The Fallen, and my favorite, most anticipated IP is Ash vs. Evil Dead.
Yep, Ash and Scarecrow for me.
Yep. So.
Yep, and I also love Saw. It's going to be awesome. If it was just like the last one, it's going to be great.
Definitely. And Chris Zavala says, what are your guys' anticipation list of the original and IP houses? So yeah, we already went through that. So he also says, Deadwaters looks, sounds freaking awesome. Bring on the musty smells.
See?
That's a one time a year you say that. You don't say that like when you're like getting in your car. Like, bring on the musty smell in the car. Know. That's a Florida thing. Yeah, definitely musty smells in the cars.
Ew. Chris Thompson, cool last name, cousin. What do you think the layout of the Blumhouse will be?
We talked about the Hollywood layout, and I really hope that it stays. It's like that.
Yeah,
I want a cohesive story to go through it. I don't want it to just be like purge this, that.
Exactly.
I want it to actually like blend and mold together. And continue on with his other questions because he posted it again. So what? Okay, Chris Thompson also said, "What are your thoughts on Bill and Ted being a farewell?" Well, if you've heard about us previously, Lena's acting like she's crying now, but she's never liked the show.
No, I mean, it's like, like 6 out of 10.
I love the characters, Bill and Ted. I think I've said this before on the show. I love the actors that play Bill and Ted on the show. I love everything that the Bill and Ted characters specifically do. I don't like all the writing around them, unfortunately. I don't like the current events topics that they pick, and it's hard. And I gotta admit to them, it's hard because we live in a time where things go in and out within like a day.
It's just gonna be a show of fidget spinners,
No. So he also says, what do you expect from Academy of Villains in their second year? He says we loved their show last year. Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. I'm expecting the same thing, but enhanced. Yeah. Like they have to go a little bit bigger this year than they did last year, I think. And the size of the screen in all the pictures is telling me that they're going really big.
Wow.
So they got a real big screen there set up. So, next one, Jason Matthews.
Yep. Which original house do you think will be the best and the worst? So, original house, Scarecrow, I think will be the best. Fallen, the worst. Oh, I can't pick a worst. I don't want to label anything the worst, but it's my least anticipated.
And mine are the opposite of hers. So.
Oh yeah, it's exactly the opposite. It's funny.
Yeah. And Holly Cotter said, I also want to know what you think the Blumhouse house will be lit as. Okay, we'll cut that.
Yep.
Holly Cotter says, which characters / creatures do you think will be featured in the Altars of Horror Scare Zone?
Ooh.
Looking from this list, she also says, and could it be not just IP characters, but from the original houses as well? Definitely. I think they definitely will, and I think it's going to be
Scarecrow, Ash.
Scarecrow, maybe Ash. The Voodoo Queen from Deadwaters, Jack Torrance from The Shining will very likely be there. We'll probably have one of the vampires from The Hive.
Maybe a significant character from American Horror Story that we don't know of yet.
Yeah. Well, we should know all of them. I think the Pighead guy will be the one for sure. The Fallen, you'll probably have one of the demons from the Fallen out there as well. Blumhouse, you can have the red-faced demon. You can have Bagul, which I hope he's there for pictures. I want a selfie with Bagul, that definitely. Because doesn't he show up in your pictures and videos? That's like how it kills you? Okay. And from Saw, I mean, you can't really have that little thing, but you could have like the Jigsaw character, which is another pig head mask in a cloak. So I guess you could have him. You could have like the Saw guy. I don't know his name.
God, I forgot it.
Yeah.
Jigsaw.
No, like I don't think they'll actually have like a little tiny Jigsaw.
No, I know, but I didn't want to be funny.
Actually, maybe on stage. Maybe they'll have like a stage set up.
A huge stage and just a little guy on a little trike.
Yep. We could have the guys that do Crush's Turtle Talk come over and voice Jigsaw and interact with the crowd. That'll be great. Next one, Chris Rook.
Do you think the 4 original versus 5 IP house mix this year is a taste of things to come and what you could see in Horror Nights return to more original houses with maybe less focus on IP houses in the future years? One word, money. No.
Yeah,
yeah, unfortunately.
As much as I wish it would be, probably not.
Money.
I mean, they'll eventually run out of ideas to do based on horror movies, I guess. Like the really good, like top of the line ones, they've already done a couple of times. So, it'll be interesting to see. I love when they do the original houses. That's the things that I most anticipate personally.
Yeah.
So that I would like to see more originals come through, but I just don't think it's in the cards. It brings
more of the people who aren't hardcore Universal and Horror Nights fans, to really, it attracts them as well, which is nice to kind of make the event popular.
Yeah. We're annoying to them, I'm pretty sure. Like they just want people that are going to come for a night and that are just going to like go see American Horror Story in person and then go home and spend all your money and then go home.
I just mean like it really attracts people who aren't really into this community like we are. So I don't think they'd ever kind of at least have 1 or 2 minimum kind of IP houses even down the road.
Yeah, I don't see that going anywhere under 5.
Under 5, yeah.
Chris Azell, our good buddy Chris, says, looking at the color palette of the houses like The Fallen with its blues and reds, or Dead Waters with its Dayglow paint that appeared to be on some of the set pieces, all from Twitter pictures and reveal images, do you think that it's strange that none of these houses went 3D, or are you glad there's no 3D maze this year? I am personally glad there is no 3D maze this year. Unless they're going to do something really innovative with the 3D technology, then I don't want to see it again, because I think it's a cheap out for them, really, to be honest. It's a way for them to use a bunch of cardboard sets, like bare bone, like minimalist sets, and not really put the work into them. Just imagining that you'll have your glasses on, because we went through the houses several times, and I went through a few times the 3D houses without my glasses on, and they're a mess.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm happy as well that there's no 3D announced, house right now.
Yeah, I would like to see them, if they use that technology, to use it in a different way, to use like blue filter glasses or red filter glasses specifically to like
enhance something.
To enhance or change something, like change your view, because you can do that. You can have like a blue colored room and like use red lenses and see things in the room that you couldn't normally see. So, like, if they use that for, like, a They Live kind of situation where, the main character's got glasses that lets him see, like, the world for what it really is, as opposed to when he takes his glasses off, he sees what everybody else sees.
That's deep.
So if they wanted to do something like that and put that in a house, that would be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And I would be really for that. But as far as just straight 3D with the cardboard sets, I want them to, if they're going to do 3D, I want them to do something really spectacular and push the limits of the technology, and they just do not seem to be doing that with 3D. So
well said.
Yeah. And Holly Cotter just jumped in there and said, I know, I'm happy there's no 3D house this year.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, so thank you all very much for your questions and comments there. That was pretty cool. Another topic I wanted to touch on really quick, John Precious posted, and he asked which characters might appear at the Scare Actor dining experience.
And I put Ash would be so awesome. I just want to see his chainsaw hand.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be great. The actor that plays him, though, has to be real good to do it, and that's kind of like a meet and greet situation. He's going to have to be Ash. So
an actor.
Yeah, I know Universal's got a couple of really good actors like that, so I think that they have people that can pull it off. I just want to see him do it.
Please.
Yeah, Gary Slater, that Florida guy, said Sam from Trick or Treat. I hope this would be a good space for him to be in, because I don't think he's going to work in the scare zone. They have some prop Sam set up out there, but with that big head,
I would melt in that friggin' Orlando heat. I would die.
Yeah, that. But the bigger concern I have is it's a big, huge, round head, and jerks will come by and smack him, hit him in the back of the head, punch the head, do all kinds of crazy things because it looks like a punching bag, and ogres just see them as punching bags. So
yeah, unfortunate.
Yeah, so I don't think that would work very well in the scare zone. We might still see them. It's possible, but I think this is a much better setting for them, a much safer setting for them.
A lot of people agree they should put Sam there, too.
Yeah. So,
I like Holly. If they have Ash, I might have to book it too. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, we've never done it personally, so...
I think that's the one thing. We've done all the tours. We've done the private tours. We've done almost everything but the dining experience.
Character meet and greets make me itchy.
Oh, look at everyone's list.
Yeah,
Oh, wait, go back and see Donna's top 3. And we'll just start reading people's top 3. Donna had Shining, American Horror Story, Hive. Oh, cool. Is it Allison, Dead Water, Scarecrow, and number 3, American Horror Story.
Yeah.
Yay.
There were a few of those. We're just scrolling through the page here, so...
Yeah.
Simon Isbell, I like his. My House and Scare Zone list. Houses, all. Scare Zones, all. Oh, shows? Bill and Ted. Oh, come on.
No.
Watch Academy of Villains, Simon. I think it's going to change your mind and change your life.
Oh, Darren Cypress. You're not the only one.
No, I'm not.
Scarecrow, The Fallen, and Hive.
Yes.
All original. That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, he had a couple people go off of his. American Horror Story, The Shining, and Blumhouse for Chris Thompson. And for Dan Lambreth, what do you say? Ash vs. Evil Dead, American Horror Story, and The Fallen. So...
It's a good mix. Everyone kind of has their own...
Yeah. Chris Rook, Shining, Ash vs. Evil Dead, Dead Waters. So, yeah. They also came out with the hours for the events, and they're going to be no midnight nights this year. It's all 1 a.m. or 2 a.m., so check the event times on the website. They also have the full map on the website now. Descriptions of all the scare zones. You can watch the videos of the trailers, everything, so... now's a good time to get on there and go to the Soul Collectors page and see some of the concept art and all that cool stuff, because that's what they really, the media event, what you guys don't see at the media events. Everybody's always says, oh, so jealous you get to go to the media event. That's really what you don't see is the concept art. Everything else we see, you see at the event. So
Yeah.
So, take a chance to look at that stuff, because that's really cool to see the creative process behind the scenes and how they make these things. So,
And talking about the media event, you and Travis were invited to cover it, and
Yes.
I will be, for the first time, alone at opening night at Halloween Horror Nights. That's going to be interesting.
well, you won't be now. Now you're going to have all kinds of
Yay,
friends.
friends! So yeah, they're going to be doing the media event, so I'm going to be kind of doing my own thing. I'm kind of excited to do this for the first time my own. I've done Disney and Universal during the day alone. Never done Horror Nights alone.
I think you might be pretty brave in the streets, but I think once you get to those houses, you're going to be clinging on to whatever sorry soul is in front of you.
Yeah, I did all the houses. Oh, did you like them? They were great. Oh, did you like this room?
You're going to have to
was
tell
so
me 3
scary.
facts about each house, and I'm going to lie to you about them and see.
Yeah, but you're usually my protector. He always goes in front of me and kind of... You're a big, tall guy. You kind of block all the scary.
So we do hope to get another show out ahead of time, because we want to
With
get
Travis.
Yeah, with Travis, of course, because we want to get his thoughts on the original houses and the scare zones and everything. And we also want to give you a survival guide, our guide to conquering Horror Nights. Whether you have an express pass, which you should, or you don't, we'll do everything we can to make sure you have a great night. So stick with us. Right after the event as well, we're going to release a show with our full review, and probably from the event itself, and some
Definitely.
audio and cool stuff from that. So make sure to keep so make sure to stay tuned, and for Nina and I, and for the dearly departed, no, not dearly departed, the dearly absent Travis.
Oh.
Sorry, buddy, I just killed you off. This happens in Hollywood. This has been the Dead Man's Digest.